I'm Rotag. He's Willy. We're back with more Brawl action here on the Rotag and Willy Show. Subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Hit us up on Twitter at Rotag and Willy, all one word, #Brawl. I am ready. I'm feeling elite because we are in the Elite Eight. Willy, what's going on with you these days?
Well, I'm kind of lamenting my destroyed bracket, but at the same time, we're going to have some new Final Four figures, some new entries into the Tournament of Champions. Anybody who makes the Final Four in any of the brawls gets an automatic ticket to the Tournament of Champions at the end of the season. So I'm excited to see who makes it into that elite fraternity and who books their ticket to Afghanistan. Because remember, the 15 Taliban soldiers won the previous brawl. And the brawls are always, the Final Four is always held in the previous champion's home field. So we got some folks who are going to be taking a trip to an undisclosed cave complex in Afghanistan for that Final Four.
Well, and the thing is you have nobody left to possibly win to go to the Final Four. I had Darth Maul advancing all the way. He got knocked out. He's done. I had Freddy. He had a nightmare last time. He's out. I had Storm. She suffered some sweet D action in the first round. She's out. And then I had Galactus, and Galactus is out. So my Final Four is busted again too, and so therefore we're out of luck with that as well.
Dogs are barking.
Go ahead and walk us through that next matchup.
All right. To see who'll be cutting down the nets in the Tokyo Dome, so to say, we've got Agent J from Men in Black going up against Jason, the horror movie figure from Camp Crystal Lake. A 2-seed versus a 4-seed, no natural knockout. It'll have to be a Joker, but we have seen that Jason is not afraid to use it.
That's right. And so, as Willy pointed out, we have knockout cards. Here's a quick look at the directions. If you don't know, again, hit up the YouTube short video or pause the video here and figure out how the brawl works. We are ready, though, to see those cards. We are going to let them fly here. I would like to see, I'd like to see Jason moving on here. Out of all the horror villains, he was always kind of my... I'm trying to explain, Willy. If you didn't interrupt so many times, you know what? Maybe I'll send Jason your way and see how well you like to talk to him about that. All right. Now,
okay.
You can send AJ my way, and I'll just forget that I saw him because he'll use his little boop, and I won't remember it anyways. So, but no, Jason was always my favorite horror villain. I liked him more than Leatherface or Freddy or Mike Myers and all them. Michael Myers. I guess Mike Myers is the comedian one. Liked him better than both of those Myers guys, and Seth Myers too. And so, no, he was always my favorite character in those. But yeah, it's not that I'm a fan of his and stuff like that. But why not?
I'm pulling for Agent J because I like good guys. That's it. That's the analysis. That's the take.
Well, then why don't you talk to the selection committee? You're good buds with them. I know you go out for beers with them all the time. Why don't you talk to them and let them know that you don't want to see any more of these villain types in the brawl then, if that's what your prerogative is?
We gotta have villains. I mean, that's the whole point, that the cards decide, and it's always entertaining. My cat left a big old claw on my kitchen table. I tell him not to be on this table, and here he's leaving like velociraptor claws all over the place here.
Brawl Nation, this is what I deal with. Willy gets distracted about the silliest things here. Let's get those cards.
True. Accurate.
Do we have the right number of cards?
Jason opens it up. We do.
Okay.
Jason opens up with the can clubs.
Strong start. That's what I like to see.
Agent J counters. Tie game going up into the second round. Ten of spades is the card. Jason's next card is the 5 of clubs.
Uh-oh. Something didn't go right from there.
Agent J counters with the Joker. Jason is knocked out via the Joker. And Agent J is our first Final Four participant here in Brawl 5.
Wow, I did not see that knockout with the Joker coming. I am surprised at that. That is not good for Jason. Apparently, his memory was erased with that 10, and that's why he threw a 5. He wasn't sure what he was supposed to be doing, who he was, and that gave enough of an opening for Agent J, which maybe stands for Agent Joker at this point, because that is what he is called. And he went ahead and put the Joker on Jason, and he will be moving on.
Got the Joker. He's in. He's cutting down the nets. He's celebrating in Tokyo, and Jason is heading back to Crystal Lake.
Willie, do you know what this means?
Into the Final Four.
Do you know what this means, Willie?
What?
Leatherface.
This?
No, not that. Nobody cares about that. We were just going to move on from that. Leatherface is the only...
J. The J for Joker. And Agent J.
But it's backwards. You got to do the other hand.
There we go.
Or the other hand. But yeah, there you go. Okay, Brawl Nation, this is why you love us, because we're a couple of crazy dudes here. As I was starting to say there, Willie, Leatherface is the only 2 seed remaining. We've not had a 1 or 2 seed not win the whole thing. And he is the last hope for that pattern to continue. Otherwise, in the second half of the season here for Brawl Season 1, we would have somebody that's not a 1 or 2 seed winning it if Connor McDavid, the NHL star, can go ahead and defeat Leatherface here. 6 seed differential, lots of knockout potential. Tell them about it, Willie.
It's a uphill battle for Connor McDavid. He already knocked out Goliath, but with a 6 seed differential, Leatherface can knock out Connor McDavid and end this fight immediately with an ace, king, or a queen, or as we've seen, the Joker. And here we go. Leatherface opens it up with a queen. It's over. Leatherface is in to the Final Four.
Well, he keeps that hope alive for the number 2 seeds and the number 1 seeds to be the only ones that are, winning the Final Fours with that knockout. Connor McDavid, a great story for the Brawl. Unfortunately, it was just too much of an advantage for Leatherface. He moves on. He's showing that maybe he is the king of the horror villains, even though the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, movies don't get nearly the respect that some of the other ones do. I mean, when you think about it, it's always Elm Street, Halloween, and then Jason's movies.
And Crystal Lake?
No, yeah. not the location, but what's the title of his franchise? I'm drawing a blank now. Jason Voorhees. He's from Campbell Crystal Lake. His movies, not Nightmare on Elm Street, not Halloween.
Like Jason, isn't it? Like I know one of them. Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, and Jason X or whatever. Okay, well, I mean, I've got to look this up now.
You got to.
I mean, I'm completely stuck. This annoys me for my trivia thing. Friday the 13th. He's the Friday the 13th friend.
That was actually in my head.
Yeah, and you know what? I am disappointed in myself. I normally am much better at trivia. Brawl Nation, I apologize. You know what? We should have a special trivia episode here where we get to ask each other questions and stuff like that and see who can answer them.
I like that plan.
Maybe we'll set that up. A non-Brawl show. We got some other ideas cooking here for the entertainment for this channel, so we'll have to get there. But yeah, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's normally under, those 3 are normally like the standard bearers, and then you have some others underneath it, and that's where I feel Leatherface is. But he's come to Brawl. He has proven that he is the best. He's taken out all of those other ones and it, and so we'll see if he can go ahead and go ahead.
Yeah, he just put Connor McDavid on ice.
Love it. That brings us to the Mos Eisley Cantina, and we have our next matchup here in the Elite 8, where we have Mufasa going up against Leonidas.
Oh, man. Leonidas has done some damage thus far. He almost got knocked out by a creepy Six Flags guy. Found a knockout card on a third and final try. And no competitor will have a knockout potential into this one. 3 seed versus a 4 seed in the final here in Mos Eisley. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Leonidas. I mean, I know Mufasa is everybody's favorite, like, animal dad, and that scene where Simba's like, "Wake up, Dad," is like it just makes me tear up just thinking about it. But I'm pulling for Leonidas to go all the way here. I want to see Leonidas, King of Sparta, taking it down.
I'm going with Mufasa. We're on opposite sides, per usual, Brawl Nation. That's the way it goes. You're either with the winner or you're with Willy.
Well, neither of us have picked very well in this season, so
that's why we're 50-50. Exactly... because the fact is we both pick 50-50 on matchups anyways. And so that's why we're always on opposite sides and we're 50-50. Oh, man. All right, let's see the cards.
Mufasa opens it up with the 4 of clubs. Leonidas counters with the Queen of Spades. Early lead to the Spartan. Mufasa's next card is the 10 of Spades. Leonidas counters with the 6 of Hearts. So it is a close matchup going into the final card. 16-14, Leonidas. Mufasa gets the first draw of the third and final round.
Yeah. It's
a joker!
Wow. That is the second joker that we have seen for a knockout in this Elite 8. We just saw Leatherface with a knockout, but didn't use the joker. But Agent J used the joker earlier.
And if he did not draw that joker, Leonidas had a joker in store, but the fight is over when a joker is drawn. Wow, what a way to end it. Mufasa has emerged triumphant in the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah, I mean, that is just bizarre, but correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Mufasa get a joker on Freddy Krueger in the last round, too?
He did.
So Mufasa...
He did. He got an 8. He was...
Mufasa has drawn back-to-back jokers to get the victory on the third card. Mufasa.
He fights fair, and then when things get tough, he shows that he's not afraid to do what it takes to be king.
Mufasa is not to be messed with. That is for sure. We are moving on to our last matchup in the Elite 8. We are going to the Alliance Arena, where we have the Mountain 3 seed going up against 9 seed Bryce Harper.
Indeed. We have never had a seed that low get to the Final Four, but who knows? I mean, Bryce Harper has conquered some very difficult competition going through 1 seed Pennywise and 5 seed Ranger Walker. He has deserved his spot here in the Elite 8, but the Mountain has also been devastating with knockouts, including a dirty knockout of Sweet D via the Joker on the first card in this last fight.
Yeah, it's 2 tough competitors. Mountain's got a 6 advantage. That's a lot of knockout potential there. But Bryce Harper, he's been moving through this a lot better. Will he have better luck than his NHL counterpart who got knocked out earlier in the round of Elite 8 here?
I don't think so. The Mountain has been a very difficult challenger, and he has a seed differential of 6, which means he can get a knockout via the ace, king, or queen. A lot of knockout cards in the deck for the Mountain, and he gets to draw first, which we saw is a vitally important thing with both Mufasa and Leonidas in that last matchup. Mufasa drew that joker. Leonidas' very next card would have been a joker, but Mufasa with that joker got the knockout. Who gets to draw first matters.
And that's
a decided advantage to strike first.
Well, and you know what? And that's something that we don't have the exact numbers on, and that would be interesting to look at to see how many times the person that draws first gets the actual win on that versus the other one. Because that makes less of an advantage
Strike
when there's
first,
less
strike hard, no mercy.
when there's not knockout potential. I mean it's more of a coin flip. It doesn't matter if you draw first too much, But we'll see here. There is knockout advantage with the mountain. So let's go ahead and see what the cards say and get our final competitor in the final four. Who else is heading down there to Afghanistan in an undisclosed location there?
Let's find out. They won't be staying at the Hilton, that's for sure. The mountain opens it up with a 5 of diamonds. Bryce Harper counters with the King of Hearts. Early 5-point advantage to Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I mean, that's a surprising start to begin with for sure. So we'll see how card 2 comes into play.
It's a knockout. The mountain is into the final four.
A queen is, in fact, a knockout when you have such a differential in those seeds. That is a knockout for sure. We now know our final four. Go ahead and tell us those matchups there, Willie.
On one side of the bracket, we'll have 4-seed Agent J, champion of the Tokyo Dome region, going up against 2-seed Leatherface, champion of the Grand Canyon. On the other side, we'll have 3-seed Mufasa going up against 3-seed The Mountain. That'll be determined via high card, and who will get to draw first in that matchup and who will have advantage in that matchup. But no knockout potential in either matchup. We have a 2, 2 3s, and a 4 going into the final four and taking that trip to Afghanistan.
Yeah, so again, nobody that is, a lower seed, beyond 4 is going to be a champion here. And lots of, as you said, a 2, 2 3s, and a 4. Yeah, strong competitors. They overcame the 1s and 2s in their conferences or in their regions. And it's going to be some interesting matchups here. Which matchup do you think is going to be the better matchup overall? Not which one is going to give a knockout or something like that, but which one is going to go maybe the distance and be just a 1 or 2 point differential or something?
Man, I'm just thinking this like the mountain fighting freaking Mufasa. That is a fight that I would want to see, and that one's going to go to distance.
Yeah, I mean, that one, it definitely does look like a battle, though. But I'm interested to see, can Leatherface carry that mantle of 2 seeds and 1 seeds winning? Or is Agent J going to pull out another joker for that J and be able to continue to move forward in this? It's going to be a very, very tough matchup for them either way. Both of them are great matchups. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be one of the best Final Fours. We hope to bring you that live this Friday on YouTube around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the goal, depending on weather and internet difficulties and stuff like that.
We'll do our best.
That's right. Unfortunately, we are very busy people here, and we don't always have the schedule that we would like to keep as much as we want here. But we will make sure that we do get that video up, whether it is hopefully live at some point on Friday or just the video out to you guys with the Final Four, breaking it down and seeing who will be our next champion, where we'll go. This will all take place from Afghanistan as our Brawl winners from Brawl 4 were, unfortunately, in many people's eyes, the 15 Taliban. And so wherever the Brawl champion is from, that is where we go to for the next championship. And it'll be interesting nonetheless. Looking forward to it. Any final thoughts, Willie?
Well, that's certainly going to. All 4 of these competitors are certainly worthy of tickets to the Tournament of Champions at the end of the season. And it's really anybody's matchup. I think that I don't know who's going to win. I have no clue who's going to win because there are zero knockout potentials other than jokers in any of these fights.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be some good battles. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, please give us a like. Please give us a shout out. Subscribe. Shout us out to your friends and stuff like that. We love having new subscribers here. We're very appreciative of those that have joined in and subscribed to our channel. Hit us up on Twitter. Tell us who you think is going to win the Final Four here. And as always, if you want to add somebody like, hey, I want this person to be in one of your brawls, tweet us out at that, and we'll do what we can to influence the selection committee. They do kind of look forward to the Brawl Nation participation there, and hopefully we can get some good input there. I'm Rotag. He's Willy. We're done for this episode. We'll see you tomorrow. Live show, hopefully. Final Four, Brawl number 5, Season 1. Peace.